Off the bar, I'm too persistent. Whipping comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab.
Yo, people, what we telling them is your boy man line Jai's in the building. Right now we got top 50 tracks of 2022. Now I can't lie to you, I could have aborted this mission at any time possible because this was an absolute headache. Technically I was supposed to film this in 2022, bro, but the rearranging and all of them thing that, bro, it was an absolute headache. I probably would have changed maybe a little things if I had a bit more time and that, bro, but I stand by this list right here, fam, you know what I'm saying? And before we get into it, let me show people them the you know what I'm saying? Hey, I wore this in like when? Like 2018 to like a cousin's wedding and that, bro, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, it's a little bit sharp blood and them thing there, bro, but it is what it is, bro. It's a special occasion. Thought I'd get suited and booted in that blood, you know? Hey, but let's get into this though. First thing I gotta say, shout out to Shanzi right here. He's the one that actually gave me this video idea. Now you guys already know I'll be doing like top 10 tracks of the month, bro, for every single month and that, but this top 50 right here, I got it from him. You know what I mean? He did a top 50 himself and then he did a top 25 albums as well. I'm gonna do a top 10 albums, so watch out for that one right there. At number 50, we got man like Crystal, Bing Bong. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely big tune, bro. Viral sensation, bro. Snippet after snippet after snippet. Then the song dropped, fam. Went absolutely crazy, fam. Shout out to her. At 49, we got Ariel and Knox, Pressure Blood. Absolutely vibes of a tune. Then we got 48 with man like Future, Puffin on ZOOTIES, bro. That album right there, fam. That album right there, it was special because it kind of showed people that Future was literally not nowhere near done up, bro. Because I feel like the last album that he dropped before that, it was kind of like, you know what I mean? But then I never liked you. The album right there was like, yeah, say less, bro. Future's still with us. He's still with us, but he ain't retiring yet. You know what I'm saying? Then we got 47, KUSH, No Question. This one was special because you might know in the UK, Valentine's Day belongs to Abracadabra. But for 2 years straight, Abracadabra's things haven't really been saying. Not necessarily because they've been dead, but just they're not at the same kind of like quality that the tracks we know him for on Valentine's Day. So for me, KUSH literally took the crown on Valentine's Day this year and that, or should I say last year. Future was a close second, but KUSH, No Questions, that's number 47. 46, we got STALK, Ashley as a bad girl. Watch out for her in 2023. Singer, rapper and that, fam, you know, sex appeal on the diff. Anyway, man, Jesus Christ, what a Ferrari of a woman. 45, we got ESTG, X Money Bag Yo, Strong. 44, we got Real Boston, Richie featuring Lil Durk, Keep This in 2 Blood. 43, we got KOJEY Radical featuring KNUCKS, Payback, which took me back to the James Brown days and that, fam, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, big track right there. 42, we got Lethal BIZZLE, Practice Hours, a reaction that actually was one of the key moments of my YouTube career this year. Lethal BIZZLE reposted me, did like a joint post and that, fam. This is ridiculous. Nah. This is like grime. This is like an old school sound, a new school sound, some next superhero film. Let's have a vocal in the background.
All my brothers are diligent for the money, man, move militant. Give me that, chasing 100 M's, not on that. You know
what I'm saying? That was like the 3rd time we've interacted in them thing there. So shout out Lethal BIZZLE 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Then at 41, we got man like Davies, The Disappearance, bro. He's just been releasing slapper after slapper, album after album, year after year, but been in heavy rotation. Then we got KNUCKS, Leon the Professional, bro. Wavy tune and that in the storytelling bag. Then we got 39, Hood Celebrity with Ratchet, bro. Then we got 38, Chef G, Drum Dummy, Free Him and that blood. Listen, for me, he's the king of New York. That's all I'm saying. 37, we got Bags Over Fame, Risky, Grease, General Jams, Tapped Fam, that energy, crud, flows, synergy, chemistry. Listen, all the energies and them thing there, blood. You know what I'm saying? Then we got man like 36, we got DJ Khaled featuring Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, John Legend and Friday, God Deed. Absolutely monumental tune, bruv. Artists were getting involved doing remix after remix, bruv. Big artists, smaller artists, like, bruv, that was just a moment. That was one of them standstill moments this year for sure. Then we got 35, Joey Badass, Head High. He released the album this year, which was good as well. 34, we got Clavish with Grease. 33, we got Frank EKWA, 365 days, came out of jail and that blood landed, did an absolute mazzoline with that one there. Number 32, we got Lil Durk featuring Gunna, What Happened to Virgil, you know what I'm saying, that vibey track. Then we got Gunna, Private Island at 31, which Private Island is is just tranquility at its finest and that, fam. You man know my favorite kind of music is mellow vibes and that, and this track right here embodies that. 30 we got K-Trap Busy. Busy wasn't talked about enough with K-Trap. I can't even lie to you, blood. I cannot lie. Busy is a ridiculous track and a ridiculous instrumental, blood. Shout out to K-Trap, bro. He's my artist of the year without a doubt. 29 we got Young Adz and Bando Baby Diaries with storytelling bag and that full rap, no melodicity, no auto tune and that, blood. Just straight storytelling, just raw and uncut, blood. You know what I mean? Then 28 we got JID Radar. 27 we got Popcorn Skeleton Cartier. He had a big year as well. Shout out to him for getting booed up with Tony and Singh, who was like Miss World of like 2000 and something, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, one of them ones. Then we got 26 Sus Caught in the Rain. 25 KO Laughing Stock, blood. You know what I'm saying? 24 we got K-Trap featuring SKEPTA Warm remix, bro, which we all know Warm did. Imagine if this was last year, bro, it would have been very high, but the remix and that, I feel like he did do a new verse. SKEPTA came on it, which is, that's my gut right there, fam. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we gotta let other songs shine and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that was a big song still. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he even did a whole 360 and that and was still trending, like he literally said,
do you like Warm trending a year later?
Absolutely colossal track. Then we got two back-to-backs right here, blood, by the same artist. We got 23 and 22. At 23 we got Headie One Came in the Scene, and 22 we got Headie One Bigger Than Life. Now Came in the Scene, it was a monumental moment, and I feel like that's why it holds so much weight, because before that, drill scene, UK scene, it was dry. We needed a person like Headie One to come and spice things up, and from the time he dropped that track, and I feel like one other before that from another artist, like the scene heated up, blood. We got albums, we got track after track, like it started to heat up after there. So I feel like that's why that song holds weight. But in terms of like actual music, bro, it was still a good song, but I feel like it was more about the moment than the actual song, because I don't feel like Came in the Scene, in terms of all the tracks that he dropped that year, that one's pretty low for me in terms of like all like the 3 biggest bangers, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see some more of them type of thing, fam, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Headie One Bigger Than Life at 22, which was an absolutely colossal track, man. You know what I'm saying? That one once again doesn't really get the ratings that it deserves. 21 we got NAFE SMALLZ featuring Lil TJAY Elegance, majestic ass beat from 20. We got CB Still Active and that, bruv. I ain't gotta say anything else, bruv. You know what I mean? 19 we got Northside Benji X Unknown T, One in the Chamber, blood. Listen, that voice, blood, the depth and them thing there, blood, from the melodicity, bro, from man like Northside Benji and that, bro, and an unexpected link up just popped up out of absolutely nowhere. 18 we got Young's Teflon. Shout out to man like Young Teflon and that with Barcodes and them thing there, and also the album as well, man. He had a colossal year, colossal year. 17 we got IZZPOT Invalid, which kinda, I don't say it went under the radar, but it just dropped and I didn't really see any reactors kind of react to it, and it's not something that people kind of reference throughout the year. But Invalid, that track right there, I spun a multitude of times throughout the year, fam. Cold ass track. 16 we got PRSAD with FMW, bro. I ain't gotta say much, blood. My favorite kind of music, the mellow type of vibes and that, because I feel like it shows a artistry. You can't hide behind no like mad beat with mad 808, like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of gotta be on the same level. You gotta show us your ability, your flows and all of them thing, and he did that alongside the crud and them thing there, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, yo, is this thing on, blood? Yo, people, man, what we're telling them. But for some reason I skipped a couple positions. I went from PRSAD FMW to, which was number 16, then I went straight to 12 for some reason. These are the ones that I missed out. 15 we got Tiggs the Author featuring Rimsey and Retch 2 OCD Rhythm Part 2, came out at the end of the year. Absolute colossal track, fam, on some old school hip-hop type ish. Every single artist brought something different. The Rimsey with the real rap, fam, you know what I'm saying? That kind of, you know what I'm saying, slowed it down with the rap and them thing there. Man like Tiggs the Author came with the fun unorthodox flows and then man like Retch 2 completed it off with the absolute crazy bars. Huncho featuring Pot of Paper, Me and My Conscience is what's at 14. That one was a ridiculous track. It was like Huncho was having a conversation between himself and the mask and that, fam. The percussion was absolutely ridiculous, man, you know what I mean? And Pot of Paper was acting as the mask. How he even acted as the mask, like he knew Huncho so much, I would really want to know the thought, not necessarily the thought process, but how they made that tune, because that tune is ridiculous right there, man, you know what I mean? And then at 13 we got Do Road X PRSAD BAFTA, man. Now this track right here is called Elegant Joe, man. This track right here, from the beat to what the people were saying, PRSAD and man like Do Road himself was absolutely ridiculous, man. You know, there was crud on a different level, but then kind of like that FMW track, it was mellow as well, blood. So you had the bars, you kind of had like just a nice smooth flows and them thing, like it was a wavy track, man. Apologies for that. Anyway, let's get back to it. 12 we got Burna Boy It's Plenty Plenty, one of my favorite Burna Boy tracks this year, blood. Maybe. Anyway, you'll see, bruv. You know what I mean? But It's Plenty was a colossal ass track, fam. Ridiculous. 11, we got HEADIE One with 50's viral sensation TikTok, blood. Him on that. Was he in Paris or was he in London, blood? Where he did the little TikTok and the aunties were all doing the TikTok and that, reincarnating it, recreating him, that blood, all the man them and them thing there, putting hella clothes, showing the fat belly and them thing there, blood, hella mocking it and that, bruv, you know, big moment. 10, we got SMALLZ with Dimensions of a Waterfall. SMALLZ, someone that's very underappreciated. Not underrated, underappreciated. Number 9, we got Tanner featuring Crystal, Shubs fam.
Spin it, full it, whip it, tug it, rise up, fly that bullet, bullet.
I ain't really got to say much about that. Number 8, we got K-Trap with Spoil. 7, we got Rimsey featuring Tiggs the Author and Gigs with Juggin, bro. That artistry levels were on 10-10 on that track right there. Number 6, we got Dave with Starlight. That track right there, once again, mellow vibes. The sample was absolutely ridiculous, blood. The beat started in one place, ended at another, bruv. You know what I mean? Man like Dave just spilling his heart out in terms of the like pulling on the heartstrings type of thing. And it was a track for the guys and for the girls as well. Number 5, we got Burna Boy with Last. I ain't really got to say much, fam. Like, bruv, this song feels like you've been anointed by God himself, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Pain, when it comes to this music thing, pain is a very good driving force to create classics, bangers, and just timeless music, fam. Like, bruv, I'm telling you, you can turn pain into something very beautiful if you do it rightly, if you do it right. And Last was an absolute banger, I can't even lie. Number 4, we got PS Hit Squad with Guten Tag. I even forgot this track even dropped in them thing there. I feel like the second half of the year is when I really started to spin this track. It's the fact that it kind of has that classical vibe, is the violin, but then it kind of has like a dark, eerie side to it as well because it's drill.
Look, got things in a whip, man's lurking. If anyone slip, that's curtains.
You got man like PS Hit Squad with the 3-letter flows and them thing there, blood. The flows he was hitting and that, blood. The, what do you call it? The hook was absolutely ridiculous. Like, just the song as a whole was just an absolute masterpiece. We can call that classical dark drill right there, fam. Cold track. And number 3, we got Metro Boomin featuring Chris Brown, Superhero. Listen, that track right there, fam, you could say recency bias, but I've been spinning that thing. That Metro Boomin album is ridiculous. That Metro Boomin On Time, that first track, Metro Boomin On Time featuring John Legend. Into the Homelander speech.
I am done apologizing. I am done being persecuted for my strength.
From the boys and that, bruv, you know what I'm saying? Then transitions over into this track right here. Yeah. With Future and Chris Brown, then man like Future just starts to glide.
I'm on that dope again, I'm on that flow again, switch up the flow again, yeah.
Literally levitate on this track. It was a ridiculous performance by him and that, bro. I cannot even lie to you. Shout out to Chris Brown, he had a little part at the end as well. Number 2. We got HEADIE One, Can't Be Us. I know. You man are probably saying that, why is this not number 1? This should be number 1. HEADIE One, Can't Be Us is what's number 1. Big ass moment, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Just the chess play. I don't even think it was. This was like you go into play chess and that, and you literally just win the game in one move and that. Like, it was the perfect time. You know what I'm saying? The perfect video, the perfect people, and also in terms of this was like the resurgence of when like OFB just started to release banger video after banger video. Like, they have legendary videos 1000%, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this was like the start of like every single time we drop is gonna be a moment to remember. Like I said, a standstill moment, bruv. This is probably the biggest standstill moment of the year when it comes to the drill scene. So you might say, yo, how comes this is not number 1? Because this list for me is based on more so just stuff that I listen to more so, and also just track for track. And track for track, personally, Huncho and HEADIE One, Warzone is better than Can't Be Us as a track, fam. You know what I'm saying? 1000%.
I'm feeling like Big Smalls in the 90s, baby. No, he's made me. Trap house crazy, this shit made me.
And that's what my number 1 is. Huncho, HEADIE One, Warzone. Listen, In terms of visuals, it was a better video than Can't Be Us. In terms of a track, it was a better video, a better song than Can't Be Us. In terms of chemistry between HEADIE 1 and M Huncho, it was better than Can't Be Us. And in terms of the melodicity and the tranquility and also the auto-tune and UK trap wavy vibe that M Huncho brought to the track, it was better than Can't Be Us and that, fam. You know what I say? Can't Be Us was just a bigger moment. It was a monumental moment. The position play, the power play and them thing there, the absolute mockery, fam. You know what I mean? But if we're just talking in artistry terms, bro, personally, Warzone trumps it every single time. And that's my top 50 of 2022, people. Hopefully you man enjoyed and that, fam. This is the first time I've done it. The format might be a bit, you know what I'm saying, blood. But hey, is what it is, man. Just thought I'd do a quick video. I'm going to do a top 10 as well. I'm going to film this pretty much straight after this one. Hopefully you man enjoy. Let me know what your guys like top 5 is. Don't give me a top 10. But if you want to give me a top 10, you can. Let me know what your top 5 is. Let me know what you think on my list as well, fam. Like I said, this list was purely based on just music, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the moment that it was in, bruv, how big the song, it definitely played a part, but it was just mostly just track for track. Like if I go onto Spotify, which song am I playing over which song? And that's basically how I collated this list right here. Hopefully you man enjoyed us. Your boy and Jazz, and I'm out of here, man. In the big people, man. I'm gone.